You're watching 11 Alive Morning News. 11 minutes of nonstop news starts now.
We are kicking off your 11 minutes of nonstop news with a check of your forecast.
Because it's all anybody's going to be talking about this week, Chesley. It is going to be hot.
Oh, yeah. We're starting off with some hazy sunshine on the outside. You can see the sun is coming up. We got clear skies on the outside. Not a whole lot of clouds to speak of, but you can feel the muggies out there. Temperatures are in the 70s in a lot of spots. Cool spot would be Blairsville at 73, 75 right now in the city of Atlanta. Ooh. You'll feel it when you go outside. 89 degrees with mostly sunny skies by noon. On our way to, let me get my head out of the way, ta-da, 95 for your afternoon high temperature. When you factor in that humidity, it's going to feel like the triple digits out there. About a 20% chance for an isolated shower for a few of us to get some relief for this afternoon.
All right, let's turn now to breaking news as police continue to investigate a deadly shooting right outside of Grady Hospital.
And they've been there for several hours, and they're looking for more than one shooter. Ariana Manise is at Grady Hospital with an update. Good morning, Ariana.
Good morning, Cheryl. This was a family dispute that tragically ended with one person dead and another person at last check is in critical condition. So far, police have not arrested any suspects tied to the shooting. Now, what we do know is that police, they tell us this family dispute originated in DeKalb County. Now, police are not saying much about how this family argument started or what this was about, but they do tell us that some family members from that incident, they showed up outside of the emergency room, and that's when those two people were shot. Now, police, they say that three shooters, they got away. Atlanta police also tell us that they're working to get surveillance video to identify those shooters. Now, they have not released a description of those three suspects or names of the people that they're searching for, but they did tell us that the suspects got away in a dark-colored vehicle. Now, we reached out to DeKalb County Police where that argument started to get more information. And as soon as we get those details, we'll be sure to provide those to you on air as well as online. Back to you.
All right, Ariana Manise at Grady for us. Thank you.
All right, so this morning we continue to follow this tragic story. An Amber Alert ends in complete tragedy for this entire family with the child and the mother both dead. A community in Covington is trying to just really wrap their heads around this heartbreaking news. The Newton County Sheriff's Office says 38-year-old Darian Bennett kidnapped his 1-year-old daughter, Jakari, from the home late Saturday night. So before he left, they say he shot and killed the child's mother and critically injured the grandmother. Investigators believe Darian Bennett then killed his daughter before turning the gun on himself.
All new for you this morning, Stacy Abrams is proposing a big teacher pay raise in the state of Georgia in her run for governor. She says Governor Kemp's $5,000 teacher pay raise is not enough. She wants to boost the average pay to $75,000 a year, starting pay to $50,000. She says she can do it without raising taxes. Governor Kemp says her campaign is proposing too much new spending. Pfizer could be one step closer to rolling out a COVID-19 vaccine for children under the age of 5. The FDA is expected to meet this Wednesday with vaccine experts who will vote on whether the shots are ready. Now, the FDA is not required to follow the group's recommendations and will make its official decision after the vote. There's some groundbreaking research underway to stop obesity before it begins. Scientists in Louisiana say they are measuring the body fat of babies as young as 2.5 weeks old and measuring how fast they burn calories in their sleep. All because they believe the time from pregnancy to age 2 can set the stage for an individual's health for a lifetime.
We don't understand what makes the metabolism different between people. So by making measurements of metabolism in very small people, where it's really just about their biology, because the food is generally the same, is going to lead to some really exciting discoveries and how it can set the stage for future health and disease.
Scientists say their goal is to create an individualized early intervention plan for at-risk babies. Results from that research could come out sometime next year. Questioning begins again today as the January 6th committee gears up for round 2 of public hearings about the deadly attack on the United States Capitol. Christy Diaz has a look at what to expect when those hearings start back up in just a couple of hours.
Before an audience of almost 20 million people, the hearing on Thursday acted as an opening statement of sorts into the chaos of January 6th, laying the groundwork for what the committee says it will prove over the next 2 months, that former President Donald Trump is responsible for the Capitol attack. Today's second public hearing will focus on the big lie, how Trump claimed the 2020 election was stolen, despite his inner circle telling him he had lost, and how the deadly attack on the Capitol was a direct result of that misinformation campaign.
The president absolutely tried to overthrow the will of the people.
Key witnesses testifying today, Trump's former campaign manager, Bill Stepien, the committee forcing him to testify by subpoena, and Fox News political editor Chris Stirewalt. His team was the first to call Arizona for Joe Biden, a major signal Trump would lose the election.
I was asked to testify, and I got to go.
Also scheduled to testify, former U.S. Attorney from Georgia, B.J. Pack, who abruptly resigned from his position after the infamous phone call where Trump asked Georgia elections officials to find more votes. Reports show the former president blamed him for not finding any election fraud in our state. Today's hearing, the first of 3 scheduled this week. After a year-long investigation into the Capitol attack, the committee says they have enough evidence for a criminal indictment.
They need to be investigated if there's credible evidence, which I think there is.
In Atlanta, Christy Diaz, 11 Alive News.
So today's hearing will start at 10 o'clock this morning.
Time now 6:56. Let's check out what you need to know happening today. All right, Mayor Andre Dickens is kicking off. Fulton County District Attorney Fonnie Willis, they were going to continue their efforts to crack down on crime. So this morning, the two are going to come together to introduce a new community crime watch program. So the pilot program is going to be including trained members of the public in court proceedings and also to track bonds and sentences for repeat offenders.
Family, friends, and fans are going to say their final goodbye to Atlanta rapper Trouble today. The funeral service is this morning at 11 at the House of Hope Atlanta in Decatur. The rapper was shot and killed more than 1 week ago in Conyers.
Turning now to Decision 2022, Georgians can go back to the polls this morning, so early in-person voting kicks off across the state for the upcoming runoff elections. Some metro areas started last week. Early voting ends on Friday. For more information, head to 11alive.com. Chesley.
When you hear people saying, ooh-wee, you know what that means? It's going to be hot out there. And today you'll hear a lot of ooh-wee going on. 89 degrees will be our temperature by noon. 89 by noon. On our way to the middle 90s for our afternoon highs. By 3 o'clock, we'll hit 92. It's going to be a hot and humid day as well. And that humidity will make those 90s this afternoon feel like the triple digits out there. So you know it's going to be a hot one. By 6 o'clock, driving home, right around 91 degrees, you're looking at partly sunny skies. 20% chance for an isolated shower, some relief there, but staying hot all week long.
Thank you for joining us today.
Today's show coming up next. Have a good one.